Yeah. So listen, back to it, man. Vlad interviewing Gina Conway. Why is he interviewing Gina Conway? Just to defame Max B? I don't know. Max B got a lot of controversy going around his name right now, but this is not about Max B. This is about the fact that Vlad TV always thinks that he is the poster child for the urban community and what we supposed to follow and what we supposed to look at and want to be a part of. And I'm gonna just let this interview go because it was 4 parts. I'm gonna just go to the most significant parts to me personally. So I'm gonna let it go.
Gina Conway, who was part of a 2006 armed robbery involving Max B and his stepbrother Pooh Sims, which left one man dead. Gina pled guilty to her involvement and cooperated against Max B and Pooh Sims, which got her a 15-year plea deal. She's now out of prison, and we will be doing her first ever interview. Gina Conway, welcome to Vlad TV.
Thank you. Thank you, Vlad, for having me.
Okay, let's start in the very beginning. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. In
Okay, and at one point you ended up in North Carolina?
Yes, I moved to North Carolina as a teenager. When
At one point you started stripping.
I started dancing when I was like 20. I think I was like 21. I started dancing because, basically I was having like me and my common-law husband back then, we were having like
See, this is another problem I'm having with this whole Gina Conway situation. Why is it that anytime, Vlad does an interview on somebody, and not just Vlad, it's a bunch of outlets that do it to us because it's a whole rise in just this wave of people that are just against black people and they just hate black people for whatever reason. And they're getting all these views and people making all this money off this type of content, but it's irrelevant to building our nation. I thought this was a nation that wanted to grow, the land of the free, the home of the brave, but that obviously does not apply to everybody. Now, I just have a problem with, you know, black people right now with all of the content we got, yo, man, you can go find content anywhere. You don't have to go to Vlad TV no more. Go check out 050 The Movement. Go check out China Brim. Go check out Harlem Legend TV. It's a bunch of outlets you can get your information from, and it'll give you a better perspective on what's actually going on in the urban community in the hood. If you don't know, that's if you don't know, if you're not a part of the community. But if you're in the hood, you pretty much know what it is. And Vlad obviously is not getting his views from people in the hood. But that's a problem because now he has people that outside of where we come from viewing us in a light that we probably it's just not good for us. It makes us look very, very bad. And I think it's some type of agenda behind it. But y'all let me know in the comments. Is Vlad just doing interviews to make money and it's all entertainment? Or does Vlad have a real thing and a hate, not a, I don't want to use the H word. Nobody hates anyone. But do you really think he has a thing against people in the urban community and he just looks at them as people that he can profit off of? Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about that. But I'm gonna let some of this audio play. I just feel like Gina Conway is not even expressing herself well. She's not answering the questions clearly. It's taking her too long. She might even be on drugs. It just y'all let me know in the comments. Do y'all think Gina Conway is on drugs in this interview?
problems with the law. So like we basically had to I basically start dancing so that I could pay for all of our bills and our lawyer fees and everything.
So, how did you end up meeting Max B?
I met Max at a nightclub in Myrtle Beach. It was my birthday, and I used to like get online on the computer and like be chatting with like different people. Back in the day, like I think it was called like Pal Talk or something like that. Anyway, so I was talking to a guy, told him it was my birthday, and he gave me like guest pass to like a club to meet Jim Jones. Well, not meet Jim Jones, but like a concert or something like that. So, I went there with me and my friend, and I met him in the club. He was like actually trying to get my attention. I didn't know who he was or anything like that. I just knew like Jim Jones. I never heard of him or nothing.
Okay, because right around that time, Max B started working with Jim Jones. They formed Bird Gang, and they went on to do music together. This was fairly early in their relationship, from what I understand.
Right.
So you meet Max B, and what happens next?
I met him, basically, like, we talked for a few months, like, on the telephone, because
Another key to this whole thing, what relevance does this have to anything besides getting views? So listen, if you hear you part of this community, I'm not gonna lie, Vlad is not gonna get a whole full 20, 30-minute video out of me on this. No, this is gonna be a short and sweet. We don't need this in our community. Y'all let me know in the comments, is this what people in the Black and brown community need, that's going to be a visual to help us support our growth, our dreams, and how to make ourselves better? Because I'm against whatever don't make us better. So what are you against? Because they say if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. So be mindful of that. Try not to fall for nothing. You feel me? And this is Frederick the Mayor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we out. I'm not spending all day on Vlad. Facts.